Hey y'all, it's Rob from Z Motorsports. Been a few questions or people wondering about peeling dip when you do a lot of lines. Well, since I've done a few of them, I thought I'd put together a little video, kind of give you an idea of different ways to and not to peel tape to get yourself some clean lines. So hang on, let me move over to a little test area I did and we'll give you an idea. Alright, yes, my test area is my air compressor. What I've done is I've just taken an area and sprayed some black dip on it, and if you can see, I've got 3 pieces of tape on it here, and the last coat hadn't been on there, I'd say maybe 5 minutes, so not really enough time to dry yet. But what we're going to do is I'm going to spray another coat on it so that it's wet, and then I'm going to peel one of these lines and show you how well it peels. And what you really should do is peel the dip when it's wet. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'll pause this, and I'll come back and I'll peel a section where the dip is already dried. And what that'll do is the dip is going to bond to the tape, and that'll give you a really nasty, ugly line. Then the third thing I'm going to do is, after the dip is dried, I'm going to come back and show you a little trick I use if you've got a lot of tape or the dip is just drying on you really fast. A way to loosen the dip up even after it's dried so that you can peel your tape and still get some nice solid lines. So let's go ahead and, yeah, rattle can. Let's just get a coat on here. And I'm not trying to do anything fancy with it. I'm not worried about it running or whether it lays on there flat. Alright, so we've got a good layer of dip on here. Grab our tape, peel it at a nice sharp angle. So I'm peeling that, so that way it kind of cuts it. But look how clean an edge you're getting. Okay, so that's step one. What we'll do is I'll pause this, and I'm going to wait a good 30 minutes at least. I want this dip to just completely dry all the layers, and then I'll show you what happens if you wait too long and try and peel your tape. So I'll pause, I'll wait 30 minutes, and y'all wait about half a second. Alright, well, that probably didn't seem like 30 minutes to you. Anyways, alright, so we've got 2 pieces of tape left. Here's one, here's the second one. I'm going to do this middle one last, since it actually has the better coating on both sides, so it will actually dry harder on each side. So it'll be the hardest one to peel from dry dip. So let's peel this last one and see what happens. So I'm going to peel it the same way. Oh, look at there. We can already see where it's starting to pull the dip. Is that showing up on the camera? I hope so. But you can see here where it drug and pulled the dip. You just hooked right onto it. Pulled it all loose. So what we want to do is we want to be able to peel this one and get this nice same sharp edge that we weren't able to get on this one. That we want to get it on that center one that's all dry. So what I'll do is I'm going to pause you, get a couple of things set up, and show you how I do it when I've got a lot of tape to peel and the dip is actually drying quicker than I can get the tape off. Alright, well, y'all should know what this is, the VM&P. It's one of the thinners that is used in Plasti Dip to make it sprayable, and that evaporates out, and once the thinner evaporates out of it, that's where you get the rubbery texture. Alright, so you need that, and then something like this. You can also use the little Prevail sprayers. Since I've got an air compressor, I've got this little Husky detail sprayer. I think it was 20 bucks or so. I've got a review on that, so just go through my YouTube channel and you can find the review on this little sprayer. I use it for detail and touch-up stuff. But anyways, what I'll do is I'll fill it up with the VM&P. And let me get it in my hand here. Alright, now all I'll do is all I'm spraying is, if you look at here, it's just clear. Okay? Because that's all I'm spraying is the VM&P. You notice it doesn't affect the dip. Really all it's doing is it's just re-thinning the dip, just as if you sprayed black dip over it or any other color. Now if you spray too much on it, it will end up thinning the dip. Okay, and the dip will run just as if you overspray dip itself. But you wet it down, okay, give it a second, and what that's going to do is it's going to re-thin the dip. And looky there. Nice, clean and sharp lines, as opposed to... Now one thing you can do, I don't have gloves on, so it's not going to be as work as good. But if you've got the gloves on, you can also spray. If you get a line that pulls up a little bit, you can spray it and then tap it down. But it's going to stick to my fingers here, so it's not really going to work. But I say, if you've got dip that's drying, you've got a lot of lines, and you just can't get to those lines faster than the dip itself is drying on you, you can come along as you're peeling that tape and just, let's say this is our tape here, just give it a quick shot, and what it's going to do is it's going to re-dampen the dip or re-thin it enough so that way you can peel your dip and get those nice clean sharp lines. So always keep some thinner handy, and then like I say, a little touch-up sprayer like this one. This doesn't need a big old air compressor. This one only works off a maximum 45 psi. It doesn't take a lot of volume. So just one of those old pancake sprayers would even work. But this or a little Prevail sprayer, and then if you get your peeling your tape and it's starting to lift up on the edges, just hit it with a little thinner and you'll be all set. So anyways, like I said, I've hit a bunch of lines on this. There's no way you can do something with this many lines without the dip gonna actually dry on you before you can get to it. So just with a little planning, a little forethought, you can do stuff like this without a problem. So I hope this helps. If it does, pass it on, share the video. Remember, dipyourcar.com for all your needs. Got any questions? Leave me a comment, shoot me an email. This is Rob at Z Man Racing. Y'all have a great day.